Just when I thought mid lane was saved with the Tristana and Corki nerfs, Chovy completely pulls us back into pure despair as Zeri mid getting absolutely spammed. He has a 100% win rate, can't lose on it. Fake is starting to play it as well. In a meta where AP junglers are so prominent, like the Brand, like the Lilia, like the Zyra, all the AP junglers doing so damn well, having an AD perma-shoving, high mobility mid lane marksman thing is just too strong. So, Zeri is what we're playing today. Chovy is one of my favorite POVs to watch in League of Legends. And hopefully it's going to be an exciting one. I genuinely think we're probably going to be CSing at 20 per minute. We're going to be first to every fight because of the mobility of this champion. Ezreal is actually a champion that people are still playing mid lane, by the way. So Corki, Tristana gone. Zeri, Ez. Is there any other mids, 80 marksmen that can make their way to the mid lane I'm trying to think of? So he might be out of position, but he gets all the pressure on the enemy jungle, tracks him, plus chunks his Zeri to half health. This guy is the GOAT, by the way. Now, I have versed Chovy, and there is a reason I don't talk about it, ever. And I still won't talk about it or release the footage. That footage is locked away on a USB somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, where I dropped it after hiring a private helicopter with the passwords so nobody can ever access it. It was so embarrassing, I don't need that footage, I will get cancelled. Again. But this Zerath not having a good time. Mages at the moment, like, mages are just a non-threat. They're such an factor in the mid lane. Do you know, like, you don't go up against a mage right now and be like, oh no, what if the mage gets fed? No one cares, bro. Whilst you go against a Zeri, or previously Corki Triss, or something like a Yone, it's just like, dude, game's done. They're gonna carry, they're gonna 1v9. I don't like the mid lane meta. I don't think these AD carries should be in the mid lane. I don't think the AD carries should be in the top lane as well. The Varus that I keep seeing top, the Vaynes, TF's top. I don't know what's happening with the meta. There's not really anyone to blame except for Riot Games, the maker and game balancer of League of Legends. So, Brand looking for the gank, flashes in, gets flash of flash. We do. It's a 20-second cooldown on the E. And Chovy, of course, absolutely dominating the LCK. They're still my favorites to win Worlds, even after they lost the Esport World Cup. I'll be doing some early futures bets on them. I reckon they're going to turn on for Worlds. Big best of fives, big tournament. I generally don't see another team being able to take them out. Have I been wrong with my predictions before? Yes. Have I been punished for potentially doubting the mid lane GOAT Faker? Yes. That was my second divorce. I believe it was the catalyst. But we're going to head back home now. Missed only one CS on that first wave. We're going to get the boots. Going to get the dagger. And the build path, guys, is pure AIDS also. TPing and not missing nothing. We're going to be going for Static Shiv, Renan's Hurricane, and just imagine, so Zeri already has AoE Shove. Then you have Static, AoE Shove. You have Renan's Hurricane, AoE. Like, you are just... You're a human vacuum. And someone like Chovy with a vacuum, who already is a vacuum, you get the double sock. You know what I mean? You get what every man dreams of, but in League of Legends. So we find Viego. I'm looking for a little bit... Oh my god. It's actually hilarious. Like, this guy's no flash. He's dead. Korean challenge, by the way. It's so funny, like, when I play the game and I walk in and see two people and I get like, I'm like, oh, when I watch Chovy, it's almost like the game's in slow-mo. I see this, the skill shots are coming out. I'm like, why can't I play with such calm and steadiness where I'm hitting every CS? I see 12 people, I just walk around and dodge everything. League of Legends is easy, man. You just need to be good. Which after 27 years of playing, I still am not that. I mean, having 7 ping and young reactions might help. But hey. Ooh. Stun lands. Can Brand land anything? Can Brand let... He does. Gets the assist. And we're getting a little bit of wave management from Chovy. It should be a hard shove. Wait. This is why I guess I'm not the best mid laner in the world. Instead of shoving and resetting, he is going to keep the freeze like an absolute psychopath. But this means he needs to stay out in lane for another 10 minutes. I've always said Chovy just stays out on the map longer than any mid laner, and that's how he gets so many resources. He just doesn't back as often as other people. Because he doesn't need to, because he stays at full health, he dodges everything. And Xerath coming back into lane here. Like, this lead is, like, this is so mean. You know, this is so mean and this is actually the definition of bullying. We'll call him the mid-bully. Because now the Xerath is going to come in, and if he dies again, you probably just keep... We need to base eventually, right? Chovy? Level 4 to level 7. Oh, he just mogs them so hard. Darius is going to come in to help shove the wave. And by doing so, he's going to ruin his own lane. Jace is going to get the shove. And now we don't have the freeze anymore. 25 to 65 CS. Now, has Chovy had ganks? Yes, he has. He has had ganks. But, hey, that's not my fault, bro. That's how League of Legends works. He set them up well. Everybody play. I wish if people played towards me like they do towards Chovy, I don't know if anything would change in my rank, but I would feel a little bit better, you know? And I think the Xerath has pretty much given up on his life and given up on the game. I don't know how long this game goes for. If this is a hard stomp, I'll probably do 2. I looked up the average game time of his Zeri games is at the moment, I believe, 15:01. Right? So he's gone and picked up Zeri mid and spammed it. Average Korean solo queue game time when he picks it, and he hasn't lost on it, 15:01. So I'm guessing almost every game's 15-minute FF, or there's a couple of longer ones, and there's a couple of like AFK. This might be an AFK game, bro. I don't know. AFK and an early 12-minute forfeit. He's going to get the static shiv on the first base. 84 CS at 8 minutes. Gets the plate. Because you have that fleet footwork, man. I feel so bad, genuinely. And this may have just, you know, how my mid lane matchup went against when I versed Chovy. But I also got hard ganked, and there really wasn't much I could have done against it. So, hey, screw you, buddy. Also be expecting some Aurora games coming out this week from some big names. Champion overall, a lot of people are saying it's a boring kit. I don't think it's a boring kit. I think it's actually a pretty simple kit. And I think long term it's going to be a good champion. I think there's not much hype around it at the moment. Because of... I think a lot of people are kind of like enjoying Swarm. And the Champions kit is not like, you know, it's not groundbreaking in like when what's a Champions kit that was completely hyped? Like Akshan's release was like so hyped. As we get the static shiv. Because of all the unique interactions and the swinging and the reviving. Aurora, simple mage. She a little bit, you know, cute bunny mummy. Some people are saying that. I'm not saying that, obviously. That'd be weird. But some people are saying it. So... She's a little bit itchy ears. Hope he's okay. W. Oh, okay. Zera trading back. And how are you guys finding Swarm? Some of you guys may have seen I was the first player to play Swarm. Riot invited me over to the studio. Played it early. I had so much fun playing with other streamers. I enjoyed it so much. But after like 4 or 5 hours... I'm kind of done with it, and so I think the game mode is really successful, but definitely they need to work on making it more like, I guess, the playtime higher. I don't know. I only play League, really, so I don't like how to talk about other games and like what they've done. People tell me it's close to something called a vampire survival thing, diaries or some shit. I don't know. So whatever they've done. Vampire Diaries is legit though, seriously. Team Damon. He's the GOAT. He reminds me of myself in a way. Alright, enough delusions. 115 at 10, guys. This is absolute brutal mid lane mogging. EW ults, has the flash, just one-shots. And this Zeri, there's no coming back when you're this far ahead. He's gonna farm your chickens. He's gonna farm your whole map. He's gonna farm your jungler. And I reckon I'll do two games today because this just genuinely looks uncomebackable. As he goes towards the Hurricane. TP's into the side lane. And people always ask, like, how does Chovy get so much CS? That tempo TP right there, where there's no wave mid, but there's a wave bot, he gets one extra wave, right? So let's say he gets an extra 10 CS every time he does that. Like, if he does it a few times, he'll overclock CS easily, plus jungle camps. That's why he's 130 at 11 minutes, right? Because the mid lane wave only just arrived. So he's able to get that tempo. He just buffers the E, gets out. Gonna try and look for the 1v3. Ping, 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 ping. I think he might actually go down here. Ping, 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 ping. And he's gonna die there. Didn't even get the assist. What an absolute noob. No kill goes over. And let's see if he can get a 100 CS lead by 15 minutes. Deaths like that are really bad. Like, you always think these games are... enemy team can't come back, but then you give over 1 billion shutdown gold like we just did, and I actually don't even know how much of a shut. I assume it was a high amount of shutdown, but you can lose games like this. Come on, let's ride that wall, baby. Go, go. God, this champion's design was such a mistake. We all need to be realistic that it is a mistake of a champion. -1, -2. Back to only 10 CS per minute. How boring. And when you're running teleport like this, if you're not CSing at 10 per minute, guys, even in your piss low silver games, then don't bother playing it. Because you need to be resource vacuuming. You need to be in the side lanes, shoving and moving. No one is going to be able to match your shove, right? League of Legends, just talk to Bouse about it. It's all about waves. Push your waves, you have pressure, then you make a play, right? If you just perma-pushing waves and enemy is always reacting to it, you're always on the foot forward to make that play. So when you have this much priority in side lanes and you can zip across, pun intended, it's just Joe over for the enemy. So we are just going to walk this in, baby. Pretty sure Zerath has just been tapped out since probably 5 minutes. And 2.1k gold, have the Hurricane. Hopefully we get one actual genuine team fight where I can show some of Chovy's Zeri skills. But Hurricane, Bloodthirster, baby. So you're infinite shoving, yeah? So you're shoving infinitely. You have sustain to never have to base. I wouldn't be surprised if we could hit 300 CS at 20 minutes if there was a perfect game with no deaths. This game can't do it. Just gonna solo some objectives, completely take over the game. Should be a 15-minute FF, surely. If not, I would be disappointed. Because he takes the dragon and just skips straight ahead down to the bot lane, guys. Try and speedrun this one to get into a new teleport available. Bot lane inhib. Mid lane inhib. Hey. Ending. Bot. Mid. Top lane inhib and just end it. Surely not triple inhibs before 20. You want to be able to find the Viego. Does have flash. Does use it. Gonna drop the Viego. You're not going to be able to escape that.
하고 있는 사람을 잡아야 돼.
What's the 200? The 200 CS is going to be around about 17 minutes. Don't know why. Like, he should just buy culls, honestly. Do you guys think Chovy is just bored with League of Legends? Because it seems like he's just completed it. Like, I never see him struggling or losing. It'd be like playing, like, The Sims or GTA and having unlimited money and cheat hacks. And if you're just like, there's no sense of accomplishment, right? That's how I felt for a while. After beating Dopa. But I still have so much more that I want to accomplish. No flash. Darius angry. Visibly angry. And this should be a slow burn. Spacing. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Move in. Ult. Ping, ping. Ping, ping, ping. Man. I don't understand how we can make Korean Haiyu look so noob. Like, it looks like me smurfing in unranked level 12. But he wants the Bloodthirster and TP in. That's going to be the end, guys. I reckon, do we do 2 games today? I reckon we can hustle in 1 more and just a little bit more showing of the Zeri mid-early game. Because this guy's just too damn strong and he simply can't lose on the champion. So, I want to see this victory screen. Did someone just ran a speed run into the base?
잘 큰 제이로 아직 못 즐겼는데?
Chovy wants the penta. GG's. We're gonna jump into the next one. As we jump into a fresh one, just have to rearrange the scoreboard. Dude, Riot Games, have you guys been having this as well? You have to get in every game and switch the frickin' scoreboards yourself, manually, like a pig.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I don't know if I'm a boomer, but that it actually genuinely annoys me because I'm doing every time I'm looking for an invade in the early game. Instead, I'm like tinkering around, moving the frickin' things. It's hard for me, man, as a boomer. And we'll get a better look at the runes at the start of this game. We enter Yone. And we have Fleet Footwork, Absorb Life, Elasticity, Cut Down, Bone Plating, Overgrowth. This is just a classic AD mid laner that is never gonna get poked out, infinite sustain. As long as you don't have any mana issues, you're fine. And if you notice, every mid laner, by the way, if you're good, you start this bush and you go and get the wraiths. Topside, you do the same. Now, if you want to play mind games, they're probably not doing it in your lower elos, right? But if they are, you can, as a mid laner, start sweeper, right? Get that extra little oomph. And then when you're on the first wave, all 6 minions, you'll get level 2 and you can look for an all-in or something cheesy, right? There's always like little things and tidbits you guys can be looking to up your games like that. That generally just either not thought about because you're just autopiloting or you just don't care enough. And if Xerath wasn't able to lane, I don't know how a melee Yone is going to be able to lane here. Oh, we tanked the turret shot there. Not good. Not good at all. Dodge. Auto. Perfect spacing. And I'm pretty sure the trades, like, it's all around getting that auto, that passive tap into the Qs. If you're able to get 1 or 2 of them, you just instantly win the lane. Dodge this. I hate geckos, bro, straight up. So, back at my old place, they always had a bunch of geckos, and they would just poo everywhere, bro. And they'd make gecko noises at night, and it'd wake me up. You think I'm joking? I'm not. I used to set, and this, I don't know if this is allowed, man, but we had, like, you put gecko glue, and the geckos would just walk over them, and their feet would get stuck, and then they would perish. Now, I don't know if that's going to get me in any trouble, but that dude, they're pests. And they be pooing, and then they got sticky feet, and they run over my sticky traps, and they're dead. All hypothetically because of legal implications, of course. I don't want to talk about it. Anyways, perfect CS. Let her rip. Now, Zeri in lane, right? Dratut has been playing it a lot in the top lane also. It just seems like this champion in solo lanes is better than in the bot lane, right? You're a better abuser. In the bot lane, people try and pair it with Lulu or Milo or Sarat, like a more enchanted type support. And usually they just suck, or straight up just having hard CC subs are just better in League. So you put these things in the solo lane and then you get a hard CC support. Go like MF, Nautilus, or Leona, and you're probably going to have a better game. 35 to 19. I actually don't think I've ever seen Chovy down on CS in a review I've done. If you can find that, I would be gobsmacked. And for me personally, I don't think I've almost ever been above the enemy CS in a challenger game. I'm just not a CSer myself, and that's probably a hard cope because my lane's so weak. But what can I do, man? Get better? It's too late for me. The wave's going to slowly shove back into Chovy, and he keeps doing this where he just gets that slight slow shove into him, pulls the freeze, and then looks to try and create that little gap between him and the tower. Might force the flash here. Does force the flash there. You've got nothing. Hard shove incoming. Should be EQ. EQ. 52 at 5. Doing very well. I'm going to head back in the lane. Trying to look for the first skirmish. Hopefully this game's a little bit closer than the first. I felt bad for that Zerath. Make our way towards... He gets that... Normally... Oh, a cull. He gets this green thing. Scout Slingshot. Damaging a champion deals an additional 40 magic damage. Attacks reduce his cooldown by 1 second. Damn, that was a clean little dodge. Yeah, that sounds OP. W lands, spear lands, ult lands. Flash is in, stops the Yone, goes in, and gets the assist. Nearly gets the kill. I thought they both had the same idea to stop the Yone escaping. And it's 1-4 and not looking too damn good. I'm gonna get the dragons up here. Objectives. And by winning mid and having this shove, like, you are in heaven as a jungler to be playing with this guy because you're always able to start these objectives up. Oh my god, Lilia. Look at Chovy defending his jungler's objective with his life. Would I do this? No. I wouldn't be able to because I'd probably be out of lane and stuck under the tower. You can see, he only uses that E to dodge. He won't use it for aggressive trades unless it's a gal. Ooh. He'll use it to dodge those skill shots. Because it's really Yone's only way to get into the lane is Karma. Finds the Lamaukai and it's just going to be Q autos. We're too strong. Like the wave is still in a good spot. Now we've got that E if we need to use it to dodge. And Karma will go down. Hits the ultimate and grabs Lilia. Ease over. Auto. Double kill. Will we be able to get the trip? Gentlemen. Like, it is broken, yeah? He'll get the plate as well. This is disgusting. Another disgust. This is why his average game time on the champ's 15 minutes. It's just... It's pure destruction. It shouldn't be allowed, but it is. I don't know why it is. Riot! Wonder how they're gonna nerf this one. As we are still months away from Worlds, I'm wondering what the mid lane meta is gonna be. It seems like Death Taxes and Azir being meta at Worlds is just what happens. And Azir's a champion that's still strong. He can be played right now and does get played in Pro, so... I would not be surprised if a lot of team... It just so happens, like, bang. Azir's mid lane meta for Worlds. I don't think Corki will be back. I don't think Corki will be back, but hey. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you what it's going to be like. Worlds, of course, over in Europe this year. I'm pretty excited for. Worlds in Europe is always fun, as long as the European teams are doing well. Big if. Using this red buff here to get some of those slows. I don't know if Europe are strong enough to make an interesting Worlds against China and Korea this year. Seems like G2, they're a good team, but every time it seems like, even like MSI and things like it seems like, oh, maybe this is the time. Their scrim results look good. Apparently, they've been winning against T1, and then it just doesn't happen on stage, man. The Western players get stage fright more than Eastern players. Are we just super unlucky? And where's Oceania in all of this? Where's Australia? Oh, that's right. Riot deleted our region, merged us with the PCS. It would probably beat NA and essentially made it impossible for us to qualify and represent. Cheers, mate. Now, I'm not one to give a participation trophy like, oh, boo-hoo. Oh, here's a spot. But I'm not one in life to reject a participation trophy, which is what it felt like we were getting for years. So now that's been taken away, it does feel bad. So I'll complain. And that's my right as a human being. I can complain when I want. Nidalee, another jungle, like, just these, look, see, Nidalee, Brand, Zeri, it's just so much goddamn AP jungs, yeah? And we have the static shift completed, we're on our way to Hurricane, 42 on the Cull, and he is going to be making his way across for the Dragon. His timings here, he's never out of spot. Minute before the Dragon, he gets his base in, goes back to mid lane, he's going to be set up right for the Dragon. That's... Yone, that's hilarious, bro. I'm trying to look for a win con for the blue team, but I don't see any. Plates, 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 baby. Ooh. Maybe there's a gap here. Dodge, dodge, Duke. Hits the ultimate. Q, Q, Q. Ultimate doesn't land. Nidalee Spear straight to Yone's head. And that's going to mean mid lane shove. That's going to mean another dragon. And I'm trying to think what would counter this. In my head, I would play like Vex, right? Or, I don't know, Lissandra. But if you're a good enough player, it's... Oh, are we dying here? We are not. If you're a good enough player, like that would work, right, in Platinum or some shit. But when you get to Challenger and they're good enough to just build Mercs or go Cleanse or get a QSL, like... That type of, like, in-your-head counters don't work because their champions are fundamentally better than yours. They're going to shove waves better. They're going to be able to team fight better. Move for the... It's just... It ends up being a fallacy that doesn't work for me. when I get those counters in Char. Like, they're just... If they're playing a stronger champion but I have some niche counter, this doesn't work. As we're going to go back. TP in the mid lane. 13 minutes. We have Static Shiv and Hurricane. I'm like, what the hell are you meant to do here, man? It's 140 at 13. I don't know. I'll be honest, this Gnar has played really well this game as well. Disgusting Renekton abusers getting killed. I like it. Tower goes down, ultimate's in, and that probably killed the Yone as Maokai thinks he's found a pick, but he may have just ended his own life there. Flash in from the Nidalee, tanks a couple of tower shots for his jungle. Wasn't necessary. Cole's completed off this wave. And then we'll make our way towards the Bloodthirster. Things like the Lord Doms will work here. GA, like, plenty of build diversity for these marksmen. Me! Oh my god. Karma, you took our blue. Ooh. The E buffer, it's the same as the Tristana W, right? This champion is just like legit Tristana with less range, but more mobility. Really. So we get our steel boots. We get our, as I said, you just build a QSS, right? Now imagine Lilia, Renekton, Maokai. Like, no one's going to be able to CC this thing. Quicksilver Sash. What an item. Normally side lane would be put up here. 15 minute. Oh my god. Just average 15-minute game time every single time. I wish I could give you guys a 40-minute banger, gents, but that's it. Thank you for watching the mid lane Zeri today. Hope you guys don't see it in your own games. It's disgusting. Play it if you want free LP, but just please be careful not to play it in a team with no tank, no engage, or no AP. Like, you might end up forcing your team into all AD. Zeri's damage, it's not all physical, but I still probably wouldn't want a team with all marksmen or anything in lower elos. So be careful when you pick it, but thank you so much for watching today, gentlemen. Plenty of content to come this week. If you enjoy my videos, as always, leave a thumbs up or a comment, or subscribe if you want to see more of my content. This helps my channel out a lot and shares it around. So until next time, gents, I'll catch you all on the next video. Good night.